Alright boys, it's time to see what all the hubbub is about Kahori with the new event battle. This expires in 6 days, 11 hours, so you just gotta queue into this. Pretty sure you can use like super base, easy characters and just fly through this. I'm not exactly sure why I decided to use tier 2 characters, but let's just go ahead and see. Yeah, no, this is a brand new account could do this. Okay, I just want to check this out at the beginning here. We're going to tag on autoplay plus. Yeah, you can literally just choose the slowest character possible, Alex. Yep, a character that literally winds up for 5 seconds. Honestly, it might have been more than 5 seconds at the beginning of the fight. Okay, so yeah, you can just go through this. Your first clear reward is really good, and the other rewards are actually not bad. So this is what I've heard. Oh, we got a biometric. Okay, so you can get bios. This is what I've heard. You can get bios from the basic reward. Oh, you can actually see a list of the basic rewards. Okay, so you can get bios, and then you can get, wow, you can get 5-star ISO. That's not bad at all. You can get 4-star Uru. You can get some cards here up to, hey, up to 5-star cards. That's not bad at all for new players. Huh. Ooh, this last stage is really cool. I love how they're reusing this from the legendary battle. I love this stage, this Shang-Chi like Wenwu's house stage. Okay, so you get 40 bios at the very end there. So now you have the chapter 1 complete. You cannot, oh, all entries used. Cannot, oh, can you not repeat? Available to start after 11 hours. Oh, so it's daily. And now you need a 3-star version, a 5-star version, and a 6-star version. Okay, so now we can go ahead and unlock Kahori. So she's very, very easy to unlock. Even brand new accounts should be able to unlock her. And with 40 bios, I believe you're also able to rank her up to let's see here. You're probably able to rank her up to at least 2-star, possibly 3-star. No, it's definitely 3-star. So you can definitely just rank her up to 3-star and go into the next chapter immediately and do that one there, which is also really good because then you're gonna get another 50 bios to be able to take her up to 4-star. Don't know if you'd be able to take her up to 5-star, so you may need to use a ticket. But the event battle that we had, not the event battle, the token event that we had before this one is where you could actually pick up a bunch of, I think, 2, 3, and 4-star rank up tickets. And I believe there are still more rank up. Oh, no, it's a mega rank up ticket now for 400 tokens. Yeah, I don't really recommend doing that for Kahori because I think you can get access to her bios. I'm going to make it simple here and just use a mega rank up ticket because I have so many. But you can certainly unlock her, you know, without using mega rank up tickets through the event. Or at the very least, just use rank up tickets there and then go through the rest of the event here to get the rest of the bios. Because as you can see, you get 50 there, then you get 60, which is 110. And then here you get, oh, you don't actually get any. You do get a 6-star card, though. Interesting. Okay, so you don't actually get her bios there, but you do get another 110. 110 is not going to be enough, to be honest, to do her gears. I was going to say you could play the event to get her gears after using a mega rank up ticket and then just use a regular tier 2 ticket because you want to try to avoid using a mega tier 2 ticket if you can, right? But in this case, I don't think I'll be able to do that without a lot of grinding. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and use a mega tier 2 ticket and just save the bios for her for later. This is an option. You could argue that it is an option because of the fact that if she gets a uniform in the future, you want to have the bios for her because then at that point she'll be as rare as a character like Luna or these other type of, you know, soft paywall characters that were given away for free once upon a time, but aren't anymore because the events are over. So that's basically it. Let's take a look at the skills here so we can see what we would want to level up because this is always a question that people, you know, you don't need to basically spend energy or spend gold on all the skills. You do need to do it for spatial collapse. Sharp Wind, you also need to do it for Sharp Wind. Okay, nice, very nice. Cosmos Circle, you're definitely also going to want to do that to get the max heal. But then I believe Buffalo Stomp, you're also going to want to do it. Damn, okay, they got you on this one, boys. They got you on this one. So only the first skill. So 2, 3, 4, and 5, you should level up. The main reason, by the way, if you're watching the video and you're still wondering, like, why should I even build up Kahori? Well, she's actually the only free character, and obviously free for now, that has the Cosmic Cube ability. And that's actually really important for, I believe, stage 9-1 of, or 12-1 or something like that, of Dispatch. So if you go ahead and filter by abilities and you look at Cosmic Cube, there's actually only 3 characters that have Cosmic Cube. Let me hide my camera real quick here. We have the uniform, specifically this uniform for Hydra Red Skull, which is, sure, it's technically free because you can buy it with crystals. As you can see here, he doesn't have it. But yeah, you have to spend the crystals, right? So 1,000 crystals to get that. Or if you have Captain America's Hydra uniform, this one also has the Cosmic Cube ability. As you'll see, it is now part of the filter. But again, that costs 1,000 crystals. So yeah, if you don't want to spend 1,000 crystals on Cap's villain uniform or Red Skull's newest uniform, then Kahhori becomes the best option. So yeah, she actually saves you 1,000 crystals if you haven't completed that quest yet. And yeah, right here, stage 9-1 is the challenge in question. Clear with one or more characters with the Cosmic Cube ability. So if you don't have that challenge completed yet because you didn't want to spend the crystals, now is a perfect time to take Kahhori in at basically any level and go ahead and grab that for you. Through these stages again for the second chapter, I'm a little bit disappointed to see that they're exactly the same stages, just with the mobs at a higher star rank, like 4-star instead of 2-star. Obviously, they still want to make this accessible and easy for players, and that's all well and good. And they do change the final boss of each chapter, it seems like, because for the first chapter, we didn't have Hela and Wenwu actually. I think it was Shang-Chi and Katie. So that it's cool that they do that, and it's cool that they feature the new uniforms in this case. But I do wish that the other stages were, you know, had like different mobs, because it would just feel more interesting overall than having the exact same mobs. And I'm guessing here for this next one that it's going to be more of the same, where you have, yeah, the exact same mobs. You have the Luke Cage set, and it's just the last stage here. And it seems like it's actually just going to be a repeat. So it's going to go Katie, Shang-Chi, Katie for the first and the third, and then Hela Wenwu for the second and the fourth. And yeah, it's kind of disappointing because this kind of content is like obviously super easy to set up. This is just a formula that they copy and paste in. You know, the rewards are the same, and this has been the same for years, right? Like, they first introduced this event battle, by the way, in 2018. So this is not new content that they cooked up. This is stuff that they've had in the game files for almost 6 years now, that they copied and pasted. After Luna, they copied and pasted it for Crescent. I believe they also copied and pasted it for X-23 or Weapon Hex or something like that. And then now they're copying and pasting it again here for Kahhori. I don't mind this kind of stuff, but I wish that they would switch it up a little bit. Add different paths, add different mobs, add just a little bit of interesting flavor to it, and maybe add like a 5th chapter, or make the 4th chapter really hard and require you to use more interesting characters. I don't know, just some sort of challenge mode. Honestly, I feel like this could be permanent content if they were to do that, because it's similar enough to Contest of Champions, where maybe that's why they don't use it, honestly, because it's too similar to Contest of Champions. But it's similar enough to where they can just copy copy the homework and make it look different, where they can just change around these mobs, or have just one mob, right? You can just have one boss per stage instead of having a group of 3. And then you have just very, very tight restrictions, right? You can only, like, this is the Red Skull stage, so you have to use like combat male villains or something like that, right? Like, you have to use a very specific type of character, and then that would require you to bring in specific characters, sort of how they do it for Timeline Survival, but just in a different way here. And it basically ends up being the same content, just expressed in a different way, rather than these tiles that you uncover over a map. It's these different paths that you go through that have different rewards, and then you decide whether you want to just clear the same path over and over again to get sort of easy rewards, or whether you want to clear the full map and clear all of the different paths for like a completion bonus. And there could be a completion bonus, which is some like other larger reward if you go ahead and you go through all of the different paths that make up the map. Again, this is literally just exactly what Contest of Champions is. As far as the rest of the build goes for Kahhori here, she has over 40,000 energy attack here. It's still at tier 2, which is pretty massive. I gave her just some energy attack Uru and some crit damage Uru. We've got 0 on the type enhancement because I'm not level 70 yet. We have Power of Angry Hulk. You want to go for something like that, or something like Overdrive because of the ignore defense. And then we have no custom gear, no artifact. And this is what the stats look like. We have a lot of relevant stats capped, except for crit damage and crit rate. We don't have to worry too much about because of the buffs. Keep in mind that because of her passive, she has a lot of increased dodge, 30%. So it'll be very, very easy for you to overcap your dodge. So just keep that in mind. Also keep in mind, to save a bit of gold, you can re-roll her 4th gear, blue face painting. You can re-roll this before you level up her gear, to save a little bit of gold. Switching to free-to-play cards. Out of curiosity, if you had completely free-to-play cards, no leadership, no support, and you just rolled up to World Boss Ultimate, not World Boss Legend, obviously, with a level 60 Kahori, what would she look like? Now, I have swords, which I can't shut off, so this is a little bit unfair here. But let's just see. Yeah, she would just completely obliterate him. Wow. True. That happened way too fast. Wow. Okay, maybe, well, okay, to be fair, my Conqueror is level 100. My raid is 999. Okay, I can't exactly simulate. How high can we go? You know what? Why don't we just find out? Can we go to 100? Let's just get crazy with this, because we just obliterated that shit. Now, we do have swords. We do have raid level 999, and I do also have Conqueror 100 for this. I cannot simulate having those at 0. Obviously, that would affect, you know, how well you can do this, but let's just see here. Okay, now she just doesn't do any damage. Okay. And we don't even have a proc here, but I feel like with a proc she could, eh? We got an ignore dodge 200 proc obelisk. Back in the days when World Boss Ultimate was really the game. Let's go. I remember when this shit was so hard. All right, let's see. All right, we hit the proc. All right, not bad. It's like half a bar. Wow. You know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. I tell you what. Wow, it's not bad. Wow. If you oh, buddy, you add I think if you I think if you add a bit of juice to this, she's cooking. All right, here's the interesting thing. We're going to use Cyclops lead and Coulson support. All right, no strikers. But here's the interesting thing. Against Thanos, he has debuff cleanse in the second phase of the fight, right? So in the second phase of the fight, she's actually going to ramp and do more damage. I believe she should ramp and do more damage. Okay, that's pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. Okay, we missed our proc. Very nice. Okay. But in the second phase of the fight, we should ramp here. If we can get to the second phase of the fight before too much time expires. All right, so stage 99 didn't work. Not quite enough damage. But what about stage 50? And more importantly, what happens when you can trigger that passive? How much more damage is she going to deal? So let's take a look here. With her regular proc, we're dealing... Woo! Okay, we're dealing almost 2.5 bars. Very, very nice. We trigger the next phase. Okay. One thing I have noticed is she doesn't have immunity. She has invincibility, which Thanos can cleanse with one of his attacks, which can be pretty deadly to her if she gets hit by it. So it's that one right there. Yep. So you got to be careful, because then he drops this meteor. It does a bunch of dot damage, so I had to kind of interrupt my own proc there to avoid getting debuffed. But yeah, really nice damage here. We should trigger the next. I wonder if I can just keep him. No. Ooh, okay. I'm really curious to see if the damage is going to, like, ramp or not. 2 bars right now is pretty good. Ooh, oh, she tanks it. Nice. Okay, nice. Actually, she does have immunity. What am I saying? Weird. Weird. Okay, we're in the next phase. Wait, we did a lot of damage just there. What happened? Did he have the cleanse up? That damage was crazy. Okay, we're going to see now, because now he has the cleanse permanently. He has the cleanse permanently up there. So now we're going to see... Oh my god. All right, so I haven't played Thanos in a long time, and he died. He killed me. I died to his slam. My bad. Won't happen again here. Just gotta run, and yeah, let him slam down. He just takes forever. Let's see what the damage looks like now. Okay, so the damage is significantly worse because we cannot apply all defense down. So despite her passive, which I was hoping would carry us, we're actually in the negative because we don't have all defense down. You know what? The damage is not that bad, but it's certainly not better as I thought it would be. Like, I thought it was going to ramp hard here because he has the debuff cleanse shit. But turns out I was wrong. Oh, the meteors. Wow, this actually a really hard fight. I forgot how hard this fight is. Wow. Slam. Slam. Are we still not in the next phase? There we go. Jesus. This is a hard fight, dude. And now he's gonna, like, chase me down. Yeah. This is not an easy fight. Okay. Well, my experiment failed anyways, so we don't have to see this through to the end. I mean, I think her damage is still really good, and if the comparison to Cyclops tier 3 is really all that needs to be said as far as like how much worse a character can end up being without Pierce. Like it's actually just insane. Like look at this. Look at how much worse his damage is. And he's tier 3, right? He's not tier 2, which is crazy to me. All right, he's also dead from not taking. Okay. Again, just look at her damage by comparison. Like, yeah, she has a proc. He doesn't have a proc, but still, it's pretty nuts. Oh, if she was transcended, this would be a joke, bro. She would just fly through this if she was transcended. So that's the basic review. So that's the basic build and review for Kahhori. I think she's a fantastic addition to the game. I wish there was more content that she was available for, but at the very least, she does have the Cosmic Cube ability. So I think this is a really good addition for players who were still hesitating to finish that quest because of the 1,000 crystal investment. And for everybody else, you get a very high energy attack damage dealing character with a decent support buff that we will hopefully see more use for in the future, because at the moment, I'm not exactly sure how much use it has, but at least it's there for the time being. So yeah, maybe some combo in the future with Blue Marvel. Who knows? Anywho, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of Kahhori. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.